In full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29. Yard line.
On the double. Mike's 59. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Hey.
Sony Michel, his first carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Darnold, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
We're going to sign. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the ground, Michel. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Crunch time, defense.
Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake is personal foul yardage.
Mike, 57.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike's 57. 57's right.
To throw is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
80 weapons. Safety screaming.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under 10. 10. Red 80.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
We're going to sign. 58, Mike. I got it.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end.
Lady. We got three, fellas. We can take.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Fight 51, Mike 51. All day, baby, all day. Hey, lady. Mike 51. Go. Watch the run. Okay.
Darnold to throw again. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett.
With the score, Jets 7, Patriots nothing.
Here's Jack Fox now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Dorsett on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
11 on the play. First down, Patriots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 31.
On the ground is Michel. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Michel. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Bridgewater now from the 50. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 28-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Watch the run. 2-3.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
You're outside. Mike 50. Mike 50. Not today, you are. Not today.
3rd and 2, Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
You got it. You got it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
In the face.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
3 buzz.
Darnold from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, lady.
On first down, Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Darnold from the red zone now. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Now, lady, 99. Check 99. Mike 5-4.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Throwing is Bridgewater to Michelle on the screen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Darnold on 3rd down, and Anderson's got it.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a first down carry by Bell, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Darnold, caught here by Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Check. Check your hot reach.
Off the draw, here's Michelle. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
57 to Mike. 50 hands, yeah. Push him back.
From the 36, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. He's crashing. He's checked. Swing.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Slam. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is third and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
65.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Mike 57.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Patriot 1st down.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Michelle running right. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Michelle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Patriots.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
27-yard line.
57, Mike 57. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. 49, check 49, check 49.
And it's Michelle once again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Let's go now. Watch the flag. Go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with touchdown number 20 on the year as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 50, Mike 50. Hey, Delta. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You. Mike's 50.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Let's go.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Anyway, switch. Tight dog.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
57's the mic. Bring it. Bring it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Drop deep, drop deep.
Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Ricky. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Here's Bridgewater. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
57's Mike.
Now Bridgewater. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Bridgewater to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jets are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jets, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try again next week at home.